Hey guys, happy Monday, and today is the start of a new 8-week cycle by Coach Tyler. So we'll talk about a couple things as we go through each day this week. Number one, we'll be adding in something new for us, but common in the training world, which is what's called RPE, or rate of perceived exertion. So you'll see, and I'll talk about a level of RPE and some of the strength during this cycle. That's something new that we'll be playing with. And Mondays, this cycle will be sticking with some leg strengths and doing some various squatting. So we're going to be doing back squats today. Classic set of 5 sets of 5 reps. We'll be going every 2 minutes. All right. If you know your percentages, we'll be starting at around 60% and building from there up to a 7 out of 10 RPE. So talking about the back squat, I say this every time we come out of a rack. Before you load your body up, get in the best position possible. So find your grip, come under the bar, squeeze your shoulder blades together, head and chest up. Find that good muscular shelf on your back. Stand straight up. Take a step back. Okay, find your squat stance. Big deep breath. Good deep squat. Stand back up. Okay, we're going to be doing a set of 5 every 2 minutes, building up to kind of 7 out of 10 effort. So that's our strength today. Let's talk about conditioning. All right, guys, our conditioning today is going to be 4-part AMRAP. It's going to be 3 minutes at each station with 1 minute rest in between. So it's going to be 3 minutes AMRAP rowing for calories. You get a minute rest. And then it'll be 3-minute AMRAP of V-ups, 1 minute rest. 3-minute AMRAP of front squats, 1 minute rest, and then 3 minutes max ring muscle ups. All right, so let's go through each movement. Rowing for calories. I don't often show or discuss the technique on the rowing, so I wanted to take a second here, particularly when this is all you got to do for 3 minutes. Main thing here is focusing on getting as much power out of the legs and hips as possible and really finishing the movement, particularly for calories. We notice when people drive, sometimes their legs extend, and as they're finishing with their arms, their knees are already bending again, okay? So there should be kind of this split-second pause. You drive, finish, and then you come back. Don't watch the difference. I finish, that's a good finish, long pull with the legs, okay? Versus, all right, it's a subtle difference, but just feel like you're kind of pausing at the end. Really drive hard, finish aggressively with the arms and make sure you get that full extension, and then it's a slower recovery back, okay? So something to think about for your calories. You get 3 minutes there, max effort. You get a minute rest before you transfer to your next movement, which will be V-ups, all right? So we often use V-ups as a scale for toes to bar, but this is a great way, if you're struggling to get toes to bar and you're always doing knee raises, this is a great skill to develop that strength. And when we do these, main thing I talk about is keeping your feet off the ground the entire time. If you're going to do a legit V-up, try to keep your legs really straight. So I start in this hollow body position and I snap up. My legs are straight. It's not a bent knee position. A tuck up is a scale, of course, but notice I'm keeping tension in my body the whole time. We really want to avoid flopping down at the end of every rep like that. If you do that, you might feel this kind of tugging in your low back. That's our psoas, our hip flexor that attaches to our low back. So if this is hard for you, go to just a tuck up and same concept. Okay, feet are off the ground. I'm always in this nice tight position. I'm not flopping on the ground this way, right? The last variation you can do is going to be keeping your arms at your side. That's a little bit easier, okay? So as many reps as you can do. This is really tough. 3 minutes will be a long time doing those. So chip away at it, good form. 1 minute rest. Then we go to front squats for 3 minutes. So there should be a moderately heavy weight. You're going to pick it up off the floor. You can do a squat clean on your first rep. As you pick it up, you can jump, and that'll count as your first rep. But again, it's just going to be grinding through. 3 minutes. Always work to keep the elbows and chest up. Good deep squat. Stand up all the way every time. All right? And hang on for dear life. After that, you're going to go to ring muscle up. So ring muscle up, lots of variations you can do. Probably the most common for today, if you don't have ring muscle ups, will be to do a chest to bar pull up. Just as many chest to bar pull ups as you can do in 3 minutes. You can, of course, use a band for the chest to bar if you want. We want to make sure that you can get those reps. You know, you're not just doing single reps the entire time. But I want to show you an additional variation, which is the jumping ring muscle up. This is something we don't do that often. But if you have the ability to do a ring dip, then this is a great way to learn the feeling of catching yourself on the rings, because the rings are really unstable. So if you're not used to or never learned the transition, this is kind of a cool way. You just set up rings, look at about head height. I'm going to jump and catch myself, and then it's all me from there. So this is a great way to just kind of feel that movement, jump, catch, and then the dip is all me. Okay, so that is something you could try as well. You could do bar muscle ups, banded bar muscle ups, but find something that you're comfortable with. You got 3 minutes there, and that is the end of the workout after that. So we do have a finisher today. Let's talk about that. All right, guys, our finisher today, 2 classic moves with the band. It's going to be 50 banded curls. So you're going to step on the band like this, all right? Get some tension and do a curl, all right? Get that good range of motion all the way down, all the way up. Depending on the size of the band or how far down you grab the band will change the tension, all right? But just again, remember, straight arm at the bottom, pull at the top. The thing with the band is that at the top, it's going to create more tension, but even better on the way down, that eccentric loading, right, is going to want to pull you down. So control, think speed on the way up, control on the way down. Same thing for the tricep extension. It's going to be 50 reps, all right? So you can grab the band. The further you step back or the higher the bar, the more tension you're going to feel. But again, keep your belly tight, drive down, good control up, drive down with speed. Okay, if you go down on your knees, this is a way to add more tension. Same concept, ribs are pressed down, belly tight, and extend. Okay, so before you start your 50 reps, try a couple different band tensions, see what feels right. It should feel easy for the first half. The second half gets really tough. So that's it for today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.